Welcome back to ISR Tuesday. Let's recap. Who recaps? We'll go with Ari. Centered on you, so we'll have you recap.
I don't even know if I remember all that happened. I don't remember what happened at the beginning of the session. I know Luca was making cupcakes.
That he was.
And then Nesrin decided to go on her date, I guess. Left. And went and talked to Kane, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. And they talked about, kind of how things were going with the ghosts and how there were a lot of proteans kind of coming in and stuff. And then she get text messages from Luca saying, "Oh, there's glitches happening. My cupcake that was once vanilla is now chocolate." And I didn't really care all too much. Then I get another one saying that there's a girl that fell through from the other timeline. So to kind of backtrack a little bit over to what the other group was doing, when the glitches started happening, they noticed stuff happening outside, people crashing and stuff, and so they went and helped. They retrieved some people from... There was like some water nearby, I guess.
Yeah, there's a big
crash.
river
Yeah.
that runs through the center.
So they retrieved people from the crash in the river. Era just was watching the whole time. It's like, yeah, you guys got it.
10 out of 10.
Well, Luca and Marak dealt with it all. And then Uma was working on his bike and practicing for the duration of the session, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And so we kind of left off at that point, I think.
Yeah, I think you are correct. We ended right when Cove came through. I guess it was right when she said her name.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where we will pick up you guys' situation. Many of you are still on the streets, and Cove is currently in medical care, just making sure that she's all right and everything's been taken care of for her. Because she's in quite an
That's what
interesting
Marak's
situation.
doing. That's for sure.
Definitely.
Okay. I don't remember if I sent a message back or not, but I'll do that, whether I did in the previous
I think
session.
you were heading out towards us. You
Mhm.
panicked when we told you who it was.
Yeah, so I'll probably send a message to Luca being like, "Don't go anywhere, stay with her," or something like that, like in all caps, like freaking out, not really elaborating as to why.
Luca just sends you duh back.
So I'm
Yeah.
probably just on my way over there. So
Okay. Yeah, you're sprinting up, and you grab one of the lifts as you're like going in that direction. So that's moving in several different ways and trying to get you to that point. The party that's up there, the glitches and temporal stuff seems to have started to slow. Where like it was kind of around Cove a little bit, like her arms and stuff were kind of glitching in and out. Like it glitched and her arm just vanished, and then it glitched back like she existed again. Somewhat reminiscent of what she should actually be in this timeline. But yeah, There is no contact from Era's cellar yet, because it's only been a day. This is the first day. And the second day is the race, so that would be tomorrow in your guys' case. But yeah, the group who's up there will go with you first, because you guys are kind of up in that area with all the police and all those different areas and such. And you can see they've fished a couple of those vehicles out of the water, and they've kind of slammed them to the ground off in the distance, as some devices are trying to like repair them. One of the officers comes up to Luca and states, "Sir, did you see where she came from?"
She just kind of glitched into existence.
She glitched into existence. All right. He starts taking notes.
Yes.
Did you say what exact time she glitched into existence?
I don't know. I didn't check my watch as she popped through.
It was
Probably
recent,
about,
though.
Yes.
All right, recent. I gotcha, recent. All right. I think that's all the information we need from you. What, did she say her name?
Cove.
Last name?
Didn't catch that.
Yeah. All right, thanks. And he turns around
No
and goes
problem.
back. And he hands over the information. You can see one of the officers kind of plugs it into a digital database of some kind, and he starts scrolling through it. And he just kind of goes, he kind of points at the other officer and says, and you can kind of overhear him say, "What kind of sick joke is this?" He goes,
Do
"I didn't say
I
anything
overhear
weird."
this?
Yeah, all of you guys who are up there kind of hear that from the what seems the commanding officer of the group.
Can I approach?
Mhm.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. I can't help but overhear that you seem to be a little put off with the name of this person.
Did you provide the name?
She did.
She provided you the name, and you provided the officer the name.
Yes, and if you go and ask her the name, same thing I told you. Why?
All right.
What's wrong, sir? I mean, I know she kind of appeared, but
Well, that's currently private information.
okay.
We'll
Either
inform you
way.
if necessary.
Do they, like, out of character, do they know about the other timelines that are, like, overlaid over the top, that there's multiple, like, versions of yourself? Do, like, the rest of these people know this kind of thing?
Information is all mixed. There's so much information that a lot of it's false. And some people could not even know about Olbrin or like how the timelines are doing whatever they're doing right now. So a small town officer might not know, or I guess this isn't really a small town, but you know what I mean.
Should I mention it? I don't know, what do you guys think?
That is up to you.
I'm not there for you to ask.
Well, you're, like, not too far, I thought.
Yeah, you're right next
I'm
to him.
still a Cove.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you're
Cove.
not
Well,
that
I think
far.
they've probably taken Cove at that point, and are kind of just like letting you guys stand there, like civilians not past this point. You can see there's all these vehicles around. There's like lights and stuff as these vehicles are like hovering and then touch down. Some of them grab some of the people that were standing around and speaking to some of the witnesses and other things like that.
By the way, I'm not leaving until I'm back next to Cove, so.
Okay. Now one of the officers just kind of standing there with his hand like waiting for more information.
And I'm just gonna
kinda
keep standing there looking down at him until I get through.
Okay.
Morat, should we mention the timelines? There seems to be some sort of discrepancy here.
As in what, the person should be non-existent?
Kinda seeming like it. I mean, she's from a different timeline. There's always a chance that they shouldn't be in this area or different than this. I don't know. You never know.
She's dead here and alive here. That could explain why her body parts disappeared and reappeared.
She's not from this our time or whatever you want to call it. Should we mention that to them?
Who is this officer? Who's asking?
I'm gonna let you deal with it then. Since you've taken such an interest in Cove, I will let you deal with it.
The Daovian officer comes over to you, the guy with the nice badge in comparison to all the rest. He goes, "So?"
Are you curious about Cove?
"Yes, very."
Uh-oh.
What we witnessed here today is a cause of converging timelines. There's 4 in total, and something happened which is causing them to collapse on each other. This is such an event where they're starting to mix.
Ah, yeah, that explains everything.
We have a parallel timeline, which is where Cove came from. So she's dead in our timeline, not necessarily dead in another.
We don't know in character that she's dead.
I'm just saying it as a reference.
Okay.
So you're saying the timeline mumbo jumbo is responsible for her appearing in our streets?
Yes.
Right.
For some reason, I'm inclined to
not-
believe you.
I promise you we're not pulling you leg. Trust me, we've seen this before.
When do I get there?
Not yet. Era, you are still standing up on that balcony, and you're just kind of like, those police officers
Just peering down
right now. Why they're all grouping around? They're talking to
I
the
still
group.
don't know if I care though.
You're just kind of interested.
No,
in
it's-
it. It's like,
it's-
it's kind of
Look
fascinating.
at like
Can I like pick up
I'm
a
gonna
rock and
popcorn
chuck
or
it at
watching
him?
it.
I mean, I'm there. You know, I can hop down if someone needs me. I have something that can do that. I think.
I could say you'd like make yourself drift down with quantum energy, but it's not going to be all that subtle.
I thought when you were the cop that you were gonna be like, "What drugs are you guys on?" I don't believe you.
Well, I
This
mean,
timeline.
there's been some weird events that have happened in the past, and you know,
And Morak
the
also says
possibility
possibility
everything
of
with
these
such.
things.
Well, even then, this conviction in Morak's voice just like sells out anything. Because he didn't even bat an eye. He just said it with direct. Like, this is what it is. I don't care what you think.
He goes, all right, well, I'll make up my mind on you exactly later. But I'm going to bring in my captain and see what all we need to do here. Because that woman is dead.
She's dead in our timeline, isn't she?
She's dead
That's
here.
what he just said.
That's weird.
But
Well,
apparently she wants to prove us wrong. And our death records are incorrect. Or what you're talking about is real.
oh,
It's real. I promise you. It's real.
Ari, your lift finally goes ding and opens up. And you're up on the
How
top level.
close am? Yeah, how close am I?
I'd say you're like, I don't know, within 40, not 40, but within 400 feet. Like, not super far.
Okay.
it's not
So-
bad.
I just keep sprinting. Like I
Just
sprint
book
as
it.
far as I can. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, from the distance, the Era, you of most people, because you have the sky view, you see Nezrin just like sprinting full force from a far distance away, coming from one of the lifts. She's just booking it.
All right, that looks urgent enough that I'll jump down
Okay.
or ride an elevator down or however I get down.
I mean, you can jump down. You just have to consume a crystal and like levitate yourself.
I don't want to consume a crystal. I'll take the elevator. It doesn't seem that important.
Gotcha. Yeah, you
That's
go to the
a
elevator and
shot.
After witnessing a whole car crash. That's seeing me run. What makes it want to go
That
down?
seems urgent. I should go down.
Well, I mean, I'm picturing you running like a cheetah, you know, like just like as fast as you can.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Full
I don't care
force.
about other people, just the teammates.
Okay.
At least you have your priorities. Thanks to Quantum.
Quantum's still his number one.
Quantum. Teammates. His top two are Quantum.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
That and money.
The money's
So-
for the Quantum.
Hmm?
I was gonna try to spend all my money on Quantum, but I was like, maybe I should wait, save a little bit in case something comes up.
Probably
Hey, something
best.
came up.
All right. Well, you ride your elevator down. It's the elevator music, you know, as you go down in that direction. The doors open. You walk out, and you can see Nezrin has made it there just as you've exited the building. Nezrin, you sprint into what seems to now be like a quarantined section of the side street here. I assume you're like trying to plow through it. I don't know what
Do I
your
get
plan
by?
is. So you go to plow through. Go ahead and roll power or acrobatics or whatever you want to do, because there are some other like police
Okay.
folks standing here that are like, whoa.
Also, do I have any visuals of anybody yet?
Yeah,
Besides
you can
just
see
people?
both Luca and Morak standing within the space. They're just a little bit further out. They are within the quarantine area.
Okay, hold on. Non-nat 20.
Non nat 20. All right. So, you go to sprint through, and was that a power? Was that acrobatics? How was that?
That was power. Do you want me
Okay,
to do
so just-
acrobatics as well?
No, I'm just saying if you're like plowing through them or you're jumping over them or what are you doing. So you're sprinting full on. You can see this officer's like, whoa, 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 whoa. And as you're like sprinting toward him, you just slam through him and he just goes, whoa, to the ground and slides like practically a foot back as you slam through. That's, stopped your pace a bit, but he had no chance. You do see Morak and Nezrin, and you see a girl or a girl your age sitting on one of the vehicles, kind of like in a blanket of some kind, and she seems to be talking to an officer.
Okay. Do Morak or Luca see me yet?
I assume they
Like,
both
do they
see you at
witness that
point.
whole
I
thing?
mean, yeah, you hear the officer go, "Hey, stop!" As the wind's knocked out of him, the second
Yeah,
officer's like,
that'd
"Hey!"
be fairly
You hear
obvious.
and as one guy like pulls out a taser and is like pointing it right at Nezrin. Era, you walk
So
out
I'm-
right as you see this.
I'm just gonna let it play out. It's only a taser, right?
Oh, this could end poorly.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna like.
So, no, I noticed Cove sitting there with a blanket on or something,
Yeah, wrapping of some kind to keep her
Yeah,
comfortable.
shock blanket. And I'm like fixated, and I'm like, "Let me go. That's my sister. I need to check on my sister."
The officer goes, "Psst. All right. Go ahead. Could have asked," he says, and then turns back to his position. So he stands at the holographic caution sign that's going across.
My head's gonna follow.
Okay.
Just watching.
You slowly step up to her, and you're shaking at this point. Like, you're like, how is she alive? And you step up kind of towards her, and you can see she's talking to what looks to be a very large cop, who is in fact Zakon. So he's got these massive reptilian wings, and he's actually like down on his knee, and he's talking to her, and he's like, so you were saying, and he's just kind of speaking to her very gently, like something you've never seen a Zakon do before.
You'll never see Bacon do.
And
Again.
he seems to have the captain's symbol on himself. Half of his uniform is just like skin or scales, because it's, he's got like a half uniform here, and then it's just his scales from this point over. So he likes to, all Zakon like to show off their top half most of the time anyway, so they're all reptiles, just to specify. He kind of comes over, he looks at you as you come up, and he goes, may we help you?
Yeah, she doesn't know what to say exactly. It's like, her name's Cove, right?
She kind of like looks, her eyes are kind of like, yeah.
Do you know who I am?
No.
Okay,
Should I? I'm sorry. I didn't. I'm kind of having a difficulty remembering things.
no, it's
No.
it's okay.
They're gonna start walking closer.
The captain stands up and he says, I will leave you to be, as it seems you may have some mystery. And he says, she just looks at you, like, very curiously. Who are you?
Nezern.
She doesn't seem to, like, look to remember that name, but it looks like she's trying to remember something.
You're from the other timeline, right? You fell through. Do you remember what it was like?
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're there were different versions here.
I didn't
My
realize
sister.
that's what it was. I'm your sister?
Kind of. Technically, not by blood, but yeah. At least the other Cove was.
Was?
She passed away a few years ago.
Oh. Well. Is that why my arms keep disappearing?
Quite possibly. There's no other you left to glitch to.
She kind of like bows her head and looks down for a second and tries to think. The last thing I was doing was hiking through a really big like forest, and maybe this explains a little bit. We found this guy just strewn out across the forest as different parts of his gear were everywhere. It was like he was thrown from something.
What did he look like? Do you remember?
I'm having difficulties remembering. I know he was human-like.
Don't work yourself up about it. And I, obviously this is probably super scary for you because, you know, your entire world's changed in the blink of an eye.
A little bit.
So, like, I know you probably don't have any place to go, but until we can figure this out, you can definitely stay with me and my team if you're comfortable with that. If not, we can find you some place to stay by yourself or whatever you
I'm
need.
gonna walk up and put my hand on your shoulder, Nesrin.
She goes, I know you,
Breathe.
and points at Morak.
Lucas
I'm
kind
gonna
of
look
like
down and
behind
smile at
them.
her. Doing any better?
I mean, I've got glimpses of stuff now.
Feel free to stay with us if that's what you wish to do.
Thanks. I appreciate your offer. I don't really know anybody else, and I mean, you guys seem pretty trustworthy, so I guess it's really the only option I got.
Once the officers release us, we should probably head up to the hotel room.
Do they have a
Wonder.
a method or something for that?
Have a what?
Like a method for keeping us, or something like that?
Well, we'll have to ask to leave. Never know if they want to ask more questions, because they like to know everything about a situation. Granted, this is
Yeah.
a situation they'll never comprehend.
I think I'm not really comprehending it either.
I think everyone's trying to get a grasp as to what's happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know, what was Luca gonna say there?
Oh, Luca was just up kind of behind them, but not quite up beside them.
Gotcha.
He's just listening, mostly. Where
All
is
of you roll
Era?
perception, including Era.
He's just on the side.
Yeah, I'm chilling there. I don't really get
Watching it go
into
down.
feeling stuff, so.
I imagine you don't like the police too much.
Not when you're a drug addict.
Yeah.
Quantum is legal, thank you very much. They sell
It
it
is
in the
legal.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it becomes a problem,
Helps if I click on the right
Quantum,
chat.
Not even once.
It's not a problem unless you acknowledge it.
It's not a problem if I don't say it's a problem.
Oh boy. That's when you know he has a problem.
I don't like perception too.
Alright.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright, that's fine.
Uh,
Am I rolling perception as well?
Yes, yes. Sorry, I thought you said I
Okay,
am
hold
rolling
on.
perception as well, not am I. As usual,
situation we're in.
Era does not care.
Dude,
Does
I
he
swear
ever-
the dice like sucks.
Your
Like,
dice
everyone's
suck?
always
I am-
getting high numbers, and I always get like low numbers on this dice.
My
Do you see
D6s,
mine?
these hate me.
Good job. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now I fake roll 18s and 19s.
Fake roll?
I'm just messing with my d20 and I keep like,
Oh.
I'm getting 18s and 19s.
I was like, are you fudging dice? Dice rolls?
And the next thing you know, when you actually have to roll, it rolls 1. And you're just like,
Oh.
are you serious?
Yeah, that's exactly what it would do.
Then you roll a nat 20 and you're not, and you're like, man, I just wasted it.
Yeah.
Basically.
It's like, why couldn't you have done that earlier?
Yeah.
It's like,
It's like, I'm
really?
teasing.
Seriously? Ah.
Morak and Nezrin, you both, you're speaking to her, but you're kind of like looking around at the same time, and just checking your surroundings, being perceptive, and grounded, I guess you could say, making sure your surroundings are safe and whatnot, even though you're with a whole bunch of police. Era and Luca, you both are just not really in the mood to care. Era's not in the mood to care. Luca's just kind of unwilling to care about that when she has so much, or he has so much else to worry about.
Yeah.
Both, I say, Luca, as you're kind of like standing there looking around, you do like look at your hand for a moment. You can see portion of it glitch very lightly, but it seems to return to a normal state afterwards.
Lovely.
But significantly less than before.
Maybe the cupcakes will be normal.
But
In what
Morak,
universe was a dog having, like, chocolate?
I mean,
The
you're
universe
a
where
protean,
dogs
not a
aren't
dog.
allergic. Yeah. Universe where...
Calories.
I mean, you're a Did I say you're a dog, not a protean? You're a protean, not a dog. Did I say the other way around? Whatever.
No, you said
No, you said it correctly.
you
Okay.
said-
And my brain switched around for some reason afterwards. But yeah, Morak and Nezrin, as you're looking around, you see a couple individuals who are all they're standing in a group, all speaking to one another. You can see tattoos on a couple of them on their faces and down a little bit. There's a couple reptiles that are standing there as well, and they have some interesting other tattoos that are on them. And Nezrin, you specifically notice a protean with red armor and gear kind of standing in the middle of all of them and speaking to them. And they all seem to be interested in what's going on.
So does Morak notice this as well then?
Not the protean, but he notices the other individuals.
Okay. I briefly mentioned to Morak that we should probably get out of here soon.
Indeed. Are you afraid of flying, Cove?
Not really. Why?
We're gonna take the quick way up to the hotel room.
You gonna fly me?
He's not as
Yes.
bad of a pilot as he looks. You'll be fine.
Oh, good. Another exciting adventure for today.
There's too much attention from untrustworthy individuals on our area.
Nezrin, do you check back over at them again?
Probably I'm keeping my eye on them, yeah.
One of
Do I
the
see
individuals
anything?
in the crowd is staring right at you.
Do I recognize him at all?
Well, knowledge.
$19.
You definitely do recognize him. It is a tab, so cat-like individual. Of course, vertical, slits for eyes. I guess I should say his pupils are vertical, but
Yeah, I figured.
he has kind of orange-gray splotches all over his fur, and his ears are quite large, but they're directed right at you, and his eyes are kind of wide and circular. And he's definitely locked right on you.
Great.
I'm gonna need.
Do I, like, so I'd recognize him. Do I know who he is specifically?
Yeah, you remember his name being Lubin.
You've been...
Unfortunate name.
Indeed.
Okay, what do I know about him? Specifically.
Well, he's definitely one of the ghosts, that's for sure. And you remember him being one of the lower ranking individuals when you left.
Okay.
He
And
was
he
somebody who worked under
obviously
you.
remembers me. So. Okay.
He's just staring right at you. He blinks once, and you can see his ear kind of twitch a little bit. And he does this. He's like, come over.
Do I notice him,
Right.
her looking over there? Because I know I didn't notice the group.
You can roll perception.
Okay.
Era,
Okay.
do you care?
Oh, come on.
Hmm. Yeah, why
4.
not? I'm pretty bored, so I'm looking around. I'll roll
Yeah,
perception.
Yeah. Roll perception.
I noticed nothing, apparently.
What'd you roll?
I'm gonna.
I rolled a 4.
4.
Oof.
Terrible.
Yeah. No, you're
I
just
got a
focused on
oh.
Cove. What'd you say?
I got a 7.
Yeah, you notice crowds of individuals, but nothing specific.
I'm gonna have Nick
Okay,
keep an eye on the ground before I take off.
Nit doing what?
I'm gonna tell Nick to fly around and keep an eye on the other people on the ground.
All right, you
Nit
kind
as
of
in
whistle at
nitwit?
him, and he flops.
Oh, we
off
got the
your,
communicator
shoulder.
on him, so.
Yeah, you kind of see him just like circling up above you.
Mhm.
And I recall it being night, or no, was it night?
It was,
Yeah, it was night.
Was
getting
night.
dark, yeah.
Because it was after a long day.
Mm-hmm.
He can fly as high up as he wants and not be seen, but see. So.
Alrighty. Yeah.
So I tell Mark to take Cove to the hotel room. And that'll be there shortly.
I'm gonna wave the captain down to see if we can leave.
The captain comes back. You know, is goo. Yes.
Are we able to leave yet, officer?
Yes, you are released. We have your information if we need to contact you again. Thank you for your service in the matter.
Of course. Another anomalous event like this ever happens, be sure to let us know.
We will do, and you let me know if you need anything in terms of Cove's situation. I understand that she is in an interesting spot currently.
Yes. So, it'll be interesting to see how things go from here.
Yes, well, good luck, he says, and steps
Of
away.
course. You ready to head out, Cove?
I guess.
Oh. You might want to hang on as tight as you can.
Yeah. I get how it works, she says.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure that I have my arms underneath her arms when they go to take off.
Okay. You fly off
Mhm.
that direction, and I won't have you roll grapple or anything just to not drop Cove. But you make it up to the ledge and everything like that, and you drop her off there. And she looks around and she's like,
You
"Oh,
ever-
I'm kinda
did you-
impressed."
Did you ever say what race she was?
I believe from your description. Sorry, let me check.
We
I just want
decided on Radrian.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't want to get it wrong and say it. But yes, she is a Radrian.
Okay, as soon as they go, I walk over to the group of people that have been watching me, over to... What was his name again? The unfortunate name.
Lubin.
He's lubing it up. Real
Stop.
good.
No. Torn. No.
Don't make fun of tab names, man. It's just a cat.
Oh boy, unfortunate cat.
Okay. Anyway.
Think Lubin. Like
That
love
doesn't
it.
Yeah,
help.
that's worse, bro. You just said Ian.
Fine, Ian. This is not intentional. Anyway, you step over to the cat.
I need to let my dog out, so I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Oh, wait.
You'll wait. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait for...
Guess I'm gonna go turn on the hot water.
Okay. Alright. Well, Luca, are you doing anything specific?
Well, I'm still down with. I'm still by Nezarin, aren't I?
Yes.
So, do I notice? There we go. Sorry.
go.
Do I notice her go over there or anything?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you notice her go in that direction. She's walking towards a
Then
group of people.
I kind of like have my, I like flatten my ears and kind of like look. Can I like try to scent, because I know you mentioned there's a protean, but could I scent to see if I like recognize any scents or anything, or if I recognize who that is?
Go ahead.
What would I need? Would I roll sense for that?
No, it's a roll perception, but it's
Pers-
nostrils, you know, using your nose perception.
okay.
Are you gonna be like, I smell cat?
Oh, cat.
I got 11.
All right, 11. You definitely do get a whiff of tab. Not exactly a
good.
pleasant smell in your mind, but it's a tab. Not many other races smell pleasant to you. But there is also a
They're
distinct
getting
whiff of protean that you get on top of that as well. And there's something on top of
I
that. There's another layer that you're kind of sensing as well. And you can't quite determine what that is.
I like flick one ear up, the one like completely black ear that I have up, and I like look, like, what? Do I see anybody, or do I just like kind of see the general group without?
You
like,
see the protean standing in there. The protean himself is wearing what looks to be like a long coat, but it's red as well. There's a marking on his coat, as well as there seems to be armor that he has underneath that. It's quite advanced.
Do
He also has
I
a headdress
recognize
on.
the scent or the person at all?
That was the protein that you're picking up, but you're not totally sure, and there's another layer of a scent that you can't quite pick up coming from them.
Okay. Kind of just watching then at
Alright.
this point. Just making sure, keeping an eye on Nezarin. Making sure I might message Morak and let him know what's going on, and Era. Just
Okay.
watching her, and there's protean and a tab. Looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, the tab not only has like splotches of, I'm gonna say, like orange and gray all over him. His ears like chopped a little bit on one side, and his muzzle's kind of scratched and scarred, and he has a couple broken teeth by the looks of things when he opens his mouth. His fur seems to be stained with different markings, kind of like human tattoos.
I kind of relay some of that information to Morak and Era, who probably doesn't care at this.
Yeah,
Who is
Era's
also
not
not here
super
currently.
interested. Yeah,
Yeah.
although he is bored.
I like. Is there any way for me to like casually walk around and see if I can see anything else?
Yeah, you can go ahead. Also, you can roll knowledge on the logo you see.
Okay, let me see. My knowledge is 30. Oh, that was bad.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
7.
Thank you.
Again.
On the knowledge.
Yeah. Do I need to roll like a stealth or anything else?
No, I'm just gonna have you say you kind of step around. In terms of knowledge, you don't recognize the emblem at all.
Okay.
Okay.
Nazrin, as you step forward towards Lubin.
Yeah, I step up to him and with a healthy distance away, but close enough he can hear me and whatnot.
Mhm.
What do you want, Lubin?
I just want to say hi, boss.
Hi.
Where'd you go off to?
I had business opportunities elsewhere.
Really? Well,
Really?
big man doesn't really like that.
Yeah, I didn't think you would.
He wants to
How
talk.
you doing anyway? Yes. When?
Tonight. Oh, tomorrow night, I guess. Not tonight. It's already night.
Fine. Tomorrow. I'll see you then.
Yeah, something
Anything
like that.
else
You
you
know where to
wanna-
go.
Yeah. Anything else you wanna say?
Not really. I think all I gotta say is... I think you know.
All right.
And all I
No.
gotta say is gonna be reciprocated later.
Who knows? Go my way.
You notice the Protean kind
I
of
love
steps
the
up and
favorite.
looks you up and down as well.
Oh, and how rude of me. Or I should say of you. Why don't you introduce me to your friends here?
Lubin actually looks a little bit peeved that the Protean stepped up next to him. He's just kind of like... I don't really want to do that. The Protean kind of looks at him. But if I must... This is a Protean representative.
Yes, I've heard about them.
The Protean kind of just like straightens his coat
changed.
for a second.
Always smug. Always. Schmuck and cocky.
It's nice to meet you. And I pause for his name.
Whatever.
Ren. Just call him Ren.
We'll go with Ren then. My name is Ren.
Why, Ren?
Nice to meet you, Ren. I put my hand out for him to take.
He steps forward and shakes it. His ears are, of course, pointed directly up, and he's got his nose kind of like up a little bit as well.
Just know
So
I'm like
Dex-
staring at him right now, like from behind you.
Also, I'm still dressed really nice at this point. So.
Yeah, he does not care in the slightest.
Dang it.
They never do.
Proteans,
Nope.
he does
Can
kind
I
of
roll
look you up and down.
flirtatiousness?
Yeah, if you want to try and roll charisma on him.
Oh no. Do not bring home a pet Protean.
It's not gonna happen anyways with them damn Bloodpaw.
I mean, past Protean have fallen in love with a humanoid race, so you can blame Usai for that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What did Usai do?
Majrin kinda got his attention
Mm-hmm.
after he swore to protect her.
Yep.
Preferred character. And there's my character. He's kind of more like Morak. Yeah, right.
Era, you
At
see
this
all of this
point-
kind of going on right now. You can see that they're speaking, and there's a Protean standing there.
Well,
Is
at
that
this point,
breakfast
Morak's probably giving Cove cupcake, so.
We made these. I'm
You
sure
made
Luca will be
nothing.
totally fine with this.
He's not too picky. He likes to share.
She takes it happily.
Okay, I guess I was right. I got a 26.
Dang! Natural?
Yeah. Well, no, it was a 19 with 5 wins.
Dang.
So then,
Charisma.
Oh, and then dice and a half. Nice. Yeah. So. Wow.
Oh no. His jaw just hits the floor.
It's really funny when you get a Protean to be so dumbfounded.
Hmm.
Because they don't know what to do.
Yeah, the
Especially
Protean,
with it
you
being
know, you
another
shake his
race.
hand, he kind of looks you up and down again, and he pauses a little bit too long. And he's just like, well,
There's just steam coming out of Luca's ear in the background as I'm sure he's seen some of this.
I
she
am a
steps
representative
forward
of Bloodclaw.
Well, then. Bloodclaw. Nice to meet you. She steps
Curse you,
forward.
human.
She's now like really close to him, like.
Yeah, he kind of like
Am I
backs up a little
noticing
bit
all
and
of
he's
this?
like, look. Yeah. Oh, Torn, are you okay?
See, what happened? Oh no.
Did you stub your toe or something?
Because for once, it's not my character.
Oh, it's another Protean, yeah. He kind of backs up and then tilts his head down towards you so he can actually look at you.
Be right back.
Alrighty.
Well, I hope to see you gentlemen again. I'm going to go tune in for the night. And so she turns around, walks stealthily away to
Luke, you just see Luca's probably just like, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
You see Lubin's kind of like... He's
And then he
laughing on
coughs
his own.
Furball, right?
Yeah. Alley cats. Yeah, and the Protean does not
So
look
I
pleased
walk-
whatsoever.
Oh, that's great.
So I walk by Luca and I'm like, all right, Luca, let's go.
And he's just looking at you like, what was that about?
Don't worry about it. It's just some old friends.
Who was the Protean?
Not sure. His name was Ren.
And what was the symbol? Did you figure that out? I didn't
Blood claw?
recognize it.
Roll knowledge.
What? Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Can I also
You
roll
know
knowledge
about
for
Blood
that?
Claw. Yeah, you can roll knowledge for that. Being Atlas,
There you go.
you'd probably know at least a little bit about it.
Yeah.
14.
Okay. Luca, you did know about Blood Claw. I just want to see how much you knew about Blood Claw.
Okay, so we got a really good roll last time and a really bad roll this time. I got an 8.
Oh,
You've heard the name,
I know
and
that
that's the
too.
extent of it.
Yeah.
Luca,
What do I know?
with your 14, you know some basics about Blood Claw. You know that they're run by a protean named Nubia. You know that they are protean supremacists. So you probably just made that protean hate himself a lot for doing that. Because they don't like other
gosh.
races very much. And you know that they're pretty ruthless. They're what started the war between the Kaizen Armada and the Protean Galactic Coalition back when they were one faction. And Nubia was the main source of that. And then she got a military group for them with their gods, kind of granted her a private army.
Nazrin, do you know what Blood Claw is?
Not particularly. I've heard the name.
Let's get up in
Nice.
the hotel room and I'll tell you. There may be some more stuff going on here than we care to admit. Where's Era?
He's standing at the door.
Yeah, I'm still just chilling.
Okay. I just like walk past you. I'm like, elevator, now. We need to talk.
I'm going to a bar.
Well, just come back in one. Actually, in second thought, don't come back in one piece. And then
Okay.
Luca just like walks towards the elevator, like just no. His ears are like pinned flat
So
against his
dumb.
head. He's like, nope. You okay there, Cole?
Yep. Just
Okay.
grabbing something. So yep, you
So
guys make
I
your way back up
dropped
into
my lamp.
Oh, you're good.
And it no. I dropped my lamp and it no longer works.
Oh no.
That sucks.
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm sorry. Well, so yeah, you guys make it up into the hotel room again, to the suite, and Era, you make your way to a bar.
Of course.
All right.
Do you
make
go to like a
Quantum
classy
martinis,
bar?
right?
Quantum martinis.
Do I look like a classy bar type of guy, Cole?
That's true. So you pick a
Tavern.
yeah, kind of a tavernous, regular kind of bar, a little bit run down. Do you go to the
Bar, bro.
under levels, or do you keep on the top level?
I'll sit on the top level.
Okay. Yeah, it's getting pretty late at this point. It's turning pretty dark, and you make your way over to a bar. There's some music playing in the background. How stingy of a bar do you make your way to? Like, is there more than just bar activities here? Like, depending on what you are adventuring out to do.
I just want to drink, so
Okay.
I don't know. The closest one that I found.
Okay. Something not too classy, but got a decent drink and other stuff.
Is there one in the hotel at all, like downstairs?
There might have been. Yeah, let me roll for that.
Yeah, if there's one in the hotel, I'll just go to that one.
Nope.
All right,
In
then
fact,
yeah, I
there's
just
not
go to the first one I see.
There's not one within like 3 blocks. So you had to walk quite a ways.
Cool.
But yep, you find
Oh
one.
dear.
They've got some nice music playing in there, some kind of techno. There's no like dance floor or anything in here. There's just mixtures of different people. There's some folks in the corner kind of chatting, and there's some folks up at the actual bar. You can see that there is in fact an empatheket who seems to be serving all the drinks at the bar specifically.
All right, I
Maybe
just
never
walk up to
get
Huh?
Baby Napa Ticket.
Oh,
Sorry, that's what I always like think of. Baby Napa.
you're good.
Oh, Peter.
Yes.
Pete's character. Yeah, so let me see. Perfect. I don't know who all's using the
RuneScape.
Sirenscape right now, but I did find a good one for this. So you step inside. I assume you go up right up to the bar?
Yep.
Alrighty. You sit at the bar. Then Epiteket kind of slides himself over to you and says, "What can I get for you?" He actually has like a painted-on tie as well onto his armor.
Do you have any quantum infused drinks?
No, but I can design one.
Yeah, sure. I got some quantum.
All right. His emotionless head actually conveys quite a bit of class, even in this dingy kind of this location. He might be trying a little too hard, but you know, that's how it works. So he, you said you'd hand him some?
Yeah, I give him some. I'll do pink quantum.
All right. You kind of pick some up and hand it to him. He goes, he kind of takes it, you know, raw in his hand because it's not going to affect him. He's a machine. And he kind of tosses it around a couple times and he goes, "Perfect." And then swaps himself around. His whole upper body swaps around, then his lower body swaps around, and he kind of grabs a couple glasses mechanically and starts mixing up something and throwing that in like a piece of ice. And then starts mixing up another couple drinks and pouring something else and pouring another ingredient in there. By the time he returns it to you, it's a fluorescent pink, and then he hands the stone back to you.
He hands it back to me?
Mm-hmm. The drink itself is now fluorescent pink.
Do I have to roll to see if I like it?
If you want to, you can just, depending on how you want to do it.
Nah, I'm just gonna drink it. I'm gonna guzzle it and then order another one. And hand him the crystal back.
All right, he goes. All right, and then swaps around. He starts drinking, or drinking some more, making some more for you. A guy sits down next to you and goes, "Whoa, quite the drink," he says, and he's obviously not a deck. I'd say he's Radrian.
Oh dear.
What are those again?
Radrians are...
Flirtalots.
Huh?
Where do you make flirtalots?
Sometimes. I mean, not all of them are, but yeah, they're kind of known for that. The men are very masculine and the women are very feminine is the best way to put it. And they also have like bone-like structures here that kind of travel down their backs and then from here down as well. And they're longer kind of spikes. And their skin tone's usually a bit more tan. So what do you got there?
Why, this is a quantum drink, good sir.
Yeah, something I'm gonna stay away from.
You sure?
I think I'd probably die. I mean, I might be willing to try it.
I tell the Nepeteket to make it a second one.
He kind of pauses, his whole head swivels around and looks at you both while he's mixing something in the other direction. He just kind of goes... His head swivels back around to face forward, and then his hands start doing an extra something, and he mixes another set of drinks. You can see he has 2 on the back counter ready already, and then he slides 2 more to both of you, like 1 to each.
Well, cheers, man. Here's your first quantum drink.
He goes, "Yep." Chink. He cheers it. He toasts it with you, and then you down yours like water. And it's very good. Nice sting on the way down. You enjoy it quite a lot. And obviously it's that quantum infusion that's the best part. And as you drink it, your body kind of absorbs the energy, the very light amount of energy from it, and your veins glow just very, very lightly. He goes to drink it.
See if he can actually withstand it.
So he drinks it down. He goes, "Oh, it's got a kick of some kind there." Ooh.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
I don't know, man. You want the rest of mine?
Ah, come on, you gotta finish it.
Oh no.
You're not gonna
All right.
disrespect me, are you?
No, definitely not trying to do that. He downs the rest of it.
Not going to end well.
He handles that a little bit better, but not much. You can see as he drinks it down, there's like a pink glow go like down his throat. And he's like, "Ooh, wow, love it, love it, love it." And as your own veins kind of glowed pink, and you're able to kind of feel the energy rushing through you, you see his veins glow pink as well, and he goes, "Ooh, I don't know about that drink, man."
Well, you earned my respect for drinking it, so.
What's your name?
Era, what's yours?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Basic name in a world of strange names.
Yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you, Daniel. Where are you from?
Oh, actually, born and raised here. You?
I have no idea where I'm from, Cole.
You can just make up something if you want to.
Pluto.
Pluto.
Oh gosh.
Oh, is there
so
no planet Pluto somewhere?
An alternate Pluto. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Because Pluto. And you can see his veins are still glowing pink, and he's like, none of it's fading from him.
Spot
He
to
goes,
process it.
Did I just go, man, Cole?
I mean, other races aren't really supposed to ingest quantum.
Well, he's a big boy. He could have said no.
Yeah, but he's also like
Is he
jock
hitting
going
on
to
me,
a
Cole?
bar.
What is he again? What kind of? What is Daniel?
Adrian.
He's
Oh
Radrian.
no. So what? Yes. Okay.
He goes, well, I mean, Pluto's cool. I don't really know which one you're talking about. But
It's Pluto X 17462 BA 99.
Okay. I won't remember any of that. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quickly. And he says, and he stands up.
Well, he's gonna have some very bright urine.
As he stands up, he goes, "Oh yeah, no, this stuff is really bad." And then he just collapses onto the floor.
Oh no.
I immediately run out of the bar.
As he
I
collapses
immediately
down,
run out,
goof,
back to the
all the
hotel.
music stops. And you just go,
Bye.
yeah, just you're out of the bar in seconds. And you see the nip tech flip around and says, "Tab, frick."
Oh yeah, I forgot to say. I'll go pay later when
You can see he
you get
like
rid of the
jumps
body.
over the table and goes to the guy, which you can see this pink energy is like spreading out through his veins. You're out of the door in, seconds and not your worry anymore.
I'm gonna kill him when he gets back to the house if I figure
No,
he
no,
did
no, no, no.
anything.
You guys don't know this in
If I
character.
figure you did anything, I might.
Is Knit
He's
still watching
probably
people?
fine.
Wait, is Nit still out there? Did Nit follow him?
Film era.
So, Era,
Yes.
you're sprinting along. Where are you going?
Back to the hotel.
Okay. You kind of you're running, and then you slowly just turn into a jog, then a walk. And you're within a block of the hotel, and you hear a and a poop as a bird lands on your shoulder, and you recognize it to be Knit.
Can I speak to it? Do I know bird language?
No, not even gonna let you roll linguistics for that.
I still tell
It kind of
to
just
not
looks at you
say
like
anything. And
Yeah.
I don't want to kill it, so I'll go buy it some food instead of going back to the hotel.
So you go off and
Bribery.
you go to buy some snacks for it.
Oh, Era.
You walk into a store. He's still sitting on your shoulder. He kind of pecks at you once. And you end up grabbing something that you think he would like. And
Oh, now we're gonna have to roll fate here.
you pay for it. And I'm gonna say it's like 5 goo. And then I assume you walk back out and you go to feeding it.
Just give it like bird seed.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a snack of some kind that you found that you think it would like.
All right, so I put it in my hand and hold it out to it.
Maybe like a roll or something easy. Bird. It's like food, like bread.
Wait, can it understand me?
That is unknown.
All right, well, I still tell it, I don't know what you saw, but don't say anything to the others.
It kind of just looks at you and then
Namely,
it goes,
Morak. Does it eat the food out of my hand?
yeah, he pecks it up a couple times and then
Okay, good.
it eats a couple
That's
pieces
a
of it and then doesn't eat
contract
the
right
rest.
there. All right, now I head back to the hotel.
He blinks at you a couple times and then he blinks his other eyes a couple times.
How many eyes does this bird have?
4.
Or
Or
Oh gosh.
2 of which are night vision eyes.
Ah.
Or no, there was the opposite.
no, two.
No, I was
normal,
right.
2 night.
Yeah. For some reason I was thinking it's like bright otherwise. Anyway, you guys go back to the hotel. And Knit leaves your shoulder as you walk towards the hotel. And Morak, you're kind of sitting on the balcony and just kind of relaxing there. And you can see that Cove is on the couch and she seems to be like looking through a data tablet reading lots of different information. And Knit comes and lands on the perch.
Bird language time. So what happened this time?
Roll
Linguist.
linguistics, yeah.
Oh, I really hope you get a good roll on this.
Oh, it'll be beautiful if I do. I did last
Isn't it
time.
in the bar, though?
No,
Might have been.
he wasn't in the bar.
So did it just see me running?
Find
Who knows?
out. I got a 19.
Oh.
What you ask it what all it saw. What all Knit saw. Knit chirps at you a couple times. Says, "Nothing. Bribed."
He did get it.
Who bribed you? Era?
Nobody. Bribed.
gonna wait for Era to pop in and be waiting right next to the door now.
All right, yeah, Era, you walk into the room a couple minutes later.
What's happening, everybody?
I'm gonna point at Era and say, "Buddy."
Bribed.
What?
Uh,
I don't understand that portion though, right? The bird.
No.
Yeah, no, he only Morak understands Nit.
So,
It's a bird thing.
have fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. Tons of fun. Got a few drinks. Got bored. Pretty sure someone wanted to tell me something at some point.
Yeah. Obviously, something happened that caused you to bribe Nit here.
I didn't bribe anyone.
Nit just replies with, like, nope.
Well, he didn't say anything, so your bribe worked. Hopefully, we don't hear anything on the news tomorrow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Headline: Guy gets quantum poison in bar.
It was his
Suspect unknown.
own choice. He could have said no.
Mark's just going off of a reasonable suspicion at this point. Because, yeah, no one else really does anything anything dumb since Antares is gone. So, because he's the other one he will have had reasonable suspicion on.
There you go. Speak ill of the dead.
Not dead. Just, captured on enemy territory.
Mm.
So,
Do I notice any of this? Like, what's going on? I'm in the
Yeah,
kitchen
you hear the
again, of
conversation. You
course.
can see that Nit is sitting up kind of on a perch that he wouldn't normally be sitting on, and he's just going,
Hey, Morak, why don't you bribe the bird to see if he'll tell you? Worked once, might work twice. Never know.
over the time I've been with him, have I figured out what his favorite fruits were?
nope.
Nit, do you like cupcakes? Crumbs?
He kind of looks over at one of the cupcakes.
Oh boy. Can I like crumble up a piece of a cupcake and like either give it to Morak or hold it out myself?
Yeah, you kind of gestured up to him. He's sitting up above most of you guys. He takes it up and eats it down.
Now, do you want to tell Morak what Era did?
He looks back at the cupcake again.
I'm gonna grab more of it and hand it up to him.
I was about to say grab more cupcake.
Okay, you grab a big chunk this time and you hand it up to him. He starts like biting it down. Does it have like the wrapper around it?
I pulled my chunk out of the wrapper. I don't know if Morak did.
Okay.
This
I
one
do
didn't
the
have
same, 'cause
frosting
no one
on it
likes a
either.
wrapper.
Hmm?
No one likes to eat the wrapper, so why would I grab a wrapper?
I'm just curious.
There's
No.
no frosting.
No, I
on
don't
this
grab the
one.
wrapper.
So he grabs like a major chunk, like the big chunk out of your hand, and then kind of like lifts it into his beak, and he's kind of holding it there. And then he flaps his wings and he flies off.
I think we just got ditched by the bird. Well, at least I know he likes the cupcakes.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this point in time, does the group debrief and like talk about what's happened?
Yeah. Nova's sitting there. Not Nova. Sorry.
Cove.
Getting groups. No, not Cove. Getting groups confused.
Nezrin?
Nope. How can I remember his code
TJ?
name?
JT?
Yeah, JT. I can't remember.
Jace.
JT. There you go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
JT is sitting out there with you guys as well.
Yeah, but where's JT during the whole entire crash?
He wasn't
Probably
He
part
was
of
just
it.
reading a book.
Yeah.
Okay, he was in his bedroom. So guys, there's probably something we need to talk about now, and that's the fact that there's blood cloth here.
Really?
That's not a good thing. Yeah. Nezrin ran into one earlier. I didn't recognize the symbol then, but it's definitely blood cloth. Nezrin, I know you were talking to them. Did you hear anything about perhaps Nubia? Anything like that? Because they're involved with this.
Not with them, but I have heard some things.
What do you mean?
I talked to an old friend of mine. That's who I went to dinner with, and he was telling me what was going on with some Proteans here.
Did it involve Nubia?
Yeah, she's the one that's kind of running things.
Lovely. Who are they involved with? The only people here that they would be involved with would be the ghosts, potentially. Does Luca know about the ghosts, like in general? Just general
Yeah,
idea.
you might know generally that they like control
just
this
a name.
area. Yeah, just a
Okay.
name.
And I don't
General
know
idea
much
as to what
about
they
them.
are.
Yeah, I don't know much about them. I don't know if they'd be interested, but do you know any ideas about who they're messing around with?
Well, if it's a galactic wanted person, who's to say that the ghosts are helping willingly?
Fair.
Especially with someone as notorious as Nubia.
Yeah, I know.
What
What?
over things?
Your mic
You
kind of
cut
cut out.
out.
Uh-oh. You guys hear me better now?
Yes.
I'm messing with the cord. That's probably why. Okay, I'll leave it alone. From what I gathered from Keen's and mine conversation was that the ghosts really haven't. They're not willingly wanting to work with them, but they really have no choice. I'm not sure why that is, but the Blood Claw group, I assume, has taken over pretty much all of ghost territory.
How do you have connections to the ghosts?
Do I know about Nubia's core?
What'd you say? Lorak?
Doubtful.
Or Lauren, what did you say? I didn't hear you.
Don't worry about it. If Cole says
Okay.
doubtful, it means no. For Morak.
Okay. To answer your question, I used to be part of the ghosts.
That makes sense. You've got the tattoos.
That makes more sense now why you were talking to those guys. No offense. I'm not.
Cove
makes
is just
more
kind of
sense
sitting
now.
up and like listening to all of you. She's just very curious about your guys' predicament, but hasn't said anything.
This is not good.
Ezrin, you could talk to your contacts off-world to see what they know about Nubia.
Yeah, I will do that. I'll see if I can get any intel from them.
Because if she's here,
This
that could be a really big deal. Or it is already, but we could do a lot.
It'd be far worse than we think.
I know.
Especially if the ghosts are bowing down to her.
Would we want to mention this to the Protean gods? So from when I talked to Abu, she happens to know one.
Well, the Protean gods, I think they're kind of charged with bringing Nubia in.
That's what I mean.
She's
If you
a
have
wanted woman.
contact to them, then might as well.
Let me see if
Actually,
I can get a hold of Abu.
I'm gonna look up the Brilliant God's phone book in our database.
Phone book for the Protean gods. Just gonna try to phone him up.
Yeah.
Can I message? I'm gonna message Abu and just be like, "Did you mention you knew one of the Protean gods or a couple of them at one point? Kind of
Okay.
need some help."
Go ahead and roll comms on that one. Morak, I'm not even gonna let you roll for that. They don't have their name posted in like yellow pages. You know what I mean?
Where's
The Galactic Phone Book.
Yeah, they don't have their names in the Galactic Phone Book. Anybody can ring them up. Yeah, 100%.
It'd be funny. There's so many
5. Dang
calls.
it! I'm just gonna have to keep trying to get a hold of her.
Yeah, she's kind of like that anyway, so it makes sense.
Yes, but did I send a message or did I try to like?
Yeah, no, you're able to
Or-
send a message.
Okay.
Do I have Julianne's number? I'm trying to remember if I
Actually,
got it or not
We
from
might have Julianne's
her.
number. But would
That's-
we have known that Julianne had connections to Usai? We know Abu
Yes.
does,
because it's part of the history of the Lotus.
but did we learn all the history of the Lotus?
I just want to check. Well, I mean, I could mention it. I probably should mention it, Arthur.
What's up?
Are you there? So I just want to make sure. Did you just get a call from Radio Desk?
No.
Okay. Since I have Teams on my phone, my work phone, it just rang through to me. I didn't
Dun, dun,
answer
dun,
it,
dun.
but if they aren't calling the help desk number, well, I don't know what's going on there.
Well, I might get a call eventually.
Yeah. Just FYI.
All right. I have my work phone right next to me, so.
Yeah.
Think of doing turn on some lights.
All right.
You
I'll do
and
that.
Torin are like hiding in the dark, and it's. Yeah.
That's what I do anyways. This is my natural environment.
Oh, I know it's your natural environment, you frickin' vampire.
So. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in on you guys like that.
Hello.
By chance, do we have Julianne's contact since we know she's in contact with the Boo?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna ring up Julianne.
Tell her to tell Abu to either contact now.
Roll comms.
Wait, okay. This is some I can calm on.
This is something that it's useful to have Torin, whose dice really like him.
You're right.
Haha.
None that. 21?
Non-nat 21. Alrighty.
Oh gosh.
So.
Not sorry.
All right. Yeah, you're like, I think I know somebody who knows somebody. I know somebody who knows you're somebody.
Okay. Wait, are you contacting the captain?
Maybe.
So you bring up the hologram, and it's it's the picture of Julianne's face. It's kind of awkwardly smiling. She doesn't really know how to pose for pictures, kind of thing. And you get a and hello? Who's this?
Hey, Julianne, it's Morak.
Oh. Interesting.
Um,
Can I help you?
yes, we're trying to get a hold of some protein gods, and cause we tried contacting Abu first, or at least Luca did, but she didn't answer.
Sort
So-
of usual.
Do you want me to play the mom role and go tell Abu to pick up her phone?
Well, can I hear this? Could I?
Yeah, it's probably
Unless you're able
projected
to
out
help
the
us too, then
mean-
probably.
I
mean,
mean,
I
if
can
you
do
could
that.
help us, we're
That would be
looking to
much
contact
appreciated.
Protean gods.
Oh, you're trying to. Oh, well, I know a couple of them as well.
That's what I thought. We might know where a certain somebody
Which
and we
somebody?
need to She caused an entire war.
Nubia
Ah.
was
I
And we
see.
would kind of like to
Well,
let them know.
if that's the case, this is a pretty diplomatic issue.
Yeah.
They've been trying to find her for months.
Now we might have a lead on what.
Fascinating. Where are you guys located?
forgot what the name of the planet was.
Mono.
Yes, it is a mono.
Mono. Mono.
Plot course for mono, she says to whoever's her navigator currently. She goes, "We'll be there shortly. Here's the contact information for both Usai and his sister."
Much
Thank you.
appreciated, Captain.
Very much
You're
appreciated.
welcome. Alright. Load us out.
Okay, who's the most
Instantly
diplomatic?
calls Usai.
Okay, good, because I think Morak's probably the most diplomatic.
Okay, yep. You dial up Usai. You get a whoop, and it's more of just a logo of like the Protean faction logo in that case, with the pyramid and the beams of light. It takes a little while, and then there's an answer, and you hear a, "Yes, this is Usai."
Yeah, more like Galathenius. We may have come across someone you're looking for by the name of Nubia. Always found her
Ah,
location.
interesting. Where is she located?
Amano.
Mono.
Mono.
The current
They're echoing here.
I guess I should have guessed.
currently working with the group of people known as the Ghosts, who are doing it so unwillingly.
Well, if that's the case, this is quite an important situation. Is it just you?
Yeah. It's our small little crew, and the Lotus is currently on her way.
Yes.
He kind of smiles
Nice.
at that.
You know my sister, Abu. Name's Luca.
Ah. Yes, I do.
I feel bad for you. I'm sorry you had to put up with her.
You're related, he says.
Yes, we are, and I completely understand that.
Yes. Well, that is all right. I'm sure you didn't have to be quarantined on a ship for her for about a year, but that is all right.
I'm really sorry. Yeah. But yeah, we figured we would get a hold of you guys and let you guys know.
Well, I appreciate that, and we will take it into consideration of our next actions. I will bring it to the council here in the morning.
Thank you for taking this call.
You're very welcome. I figured that someone's calling my direct line means something quite important.
Should we
Not many
mention
know it.
the time lapses, guys? Or the glitches?
I'm anomalies. the time anomalies of the convergence.
Should we let him know?
Are you aware of the convergence?
Yes.
Have you all been experiencing any time anomalies yourselves?
Yes. We've had some interesting time lapses, if you say.
Well, we've had some more interesting ones here today. So be careful coming in here, probably.
All right. Well, I'll be sure to do so. I appreciate the warning.
Yeah.
As I said, I will bring it up as consideration in the council this morning. Yes, this morning.
Yes. Well, we should let you go so you can do whatever it is you do.
I was sleeping, actually.
Ooh.
I'm sorry to have disturbed you.
That's all right. If the worst thing that happens to me is I have to wake up in the middle of the night, I am not too bothered.
Fair enough.
I'll let you get back to sleep then.
Yes.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, he says, and then hangs up.
Oh boy. A god that already hates me. Lovely.
He doesn't hate you.
If he knows my
He
sister,
He
there's a
finds
good
you
chance.
amusing.
It didn't even sound like he hated your sister. It
I'm-
sound more disappointed.
I'm sure Abu gave him a run for her money. So he is not usually fond of other proteans.
Well, as you're all sitting there, on all of your tablets there is a doop 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 news flash.
Uh-oh.
It reads something
Man
like,
dies.
"Man attacks several men in downtown bar,
What?
suffering from
Oh,
acute quantum infection."
oh no. We all kind of stop. Or I stop and I look at Arrow.
I don't know nothing about that.
I knew it! I knew it!
Knit? Where's Knit? Knit, you
Did
need
you
to
at least
confirm
pay
this.
off your tab?
No, he didn't. I guarantee it.
Wait, the news story said multiple people attacked?
Man attacked multiple people.
damn it.
Man suffering from acute quantum infection.
Oh, well, that's his own fault.
Are you sure you didn't have anything to do with that Arrow? Because I don't believe you.
I mean, I gave a guy a drink, and he accepted and drank it.
What kind what race, what species did you give that drink to, and what did it have in it?
Quantum drink. I don't really know what kind of species he was.
But he wasn't a deck, was he?
I don't know.
You just see Luca,
Roll
like,
deception.
his hands just, like, tighten up, and he's like, I'm about to deck him.
The
Roll
deck,
deception.
In the deck.
Oh no, we're so bad tonight.
Oh, this isn't a long time joke.
It
This
is.
is like from high school joke.
Mm-hmm.
This deck's gonna deck you into deck.
Okay. So, Era, Arthur, can you roll deception for me? Because you definitely knew it was a Radrian.
Oh, I thought you were having them roll perception.
Roll deception.
On us. To see if you can fool us.
Mm-hmm. All of you roll communication saves.
Oh boy. So, how do you do the saves again? Are they exactly the same?
I got a 5.
Oof.
Hey, I can actually roll one more die. That's
I had no idea what race he was.
Technically,
So
I
that's-
never asked.
That's true, but he's quite obviously a Radrian.
So it's exactly the same as any other roll, right? D20 plus.
Mm-hmm. Plus dice.
Yeah.
What happens if you get a solid win on like
All of
your
them?
D6? Yeah,
How many
some
d6s?
pretty- 4.
Nothing.
Okay.
5 and up, it's dice and a half.
Okay.
It's okay, I got a 5. Yeah, I'm not gonna convince any of y'all.
Yeah, I got a 15.
I got a
18.
9. Of course.
Marak's suspicion came true.
Yup.
Yeah, he's fibbing.
Reasonable.
We all know he's fibbing.
He's a bad liar in general.
I promise I'm not fibbing. I swear.
I'm gonna whistle for Nit.
Luca just looks at you and like, do you have quantum with you right now? As per usual.
When
Me?
does he not?
I always have quantum.
Do they say what kind of quantum? Or is there any pictures in that article?
Yeah, there's pictures.
Can we see anything on him? Like what kind of quantum he might be have been affected with?
Well,
Wait.
firstly,
I just want to say we have way more important matters than a
If
guy
you
that
killed some dude,
No, you didn't die. You just attacked some people. It didn't say anyone died.
newsflash.
We got way
Man
more
with quantum
important-
infection dies. I'm just
Quiet,
teasing.
Cole. No
why
one
do I
died.
feel like there's more than you came back awfully quickly from the bar? That's not like you.
Well, I just needed a few drinks.
And
Take the
Nit was
edge off.
bribed by the only person who was out.
Nit lands
Your
on
bird
the
is bad.
on the exterior. On the balcony. He just proceeds to sit there.
It. Do you want to tell Morak what you saw earlier? I'll give you another cupcake. I have
He
another
proceeds to not
cupcake
say
with
anything.
you. Luca kind of goes to the kitchen and brings a cupcake out. Do you want it?
He flaps his wings at you.
No. Angry little guy. Fine.
He is a loyal bird.
Apparently. Yeah, but not loyal to you. He's being loyal to Era.
Because he bribed him.
Being loyal to food.
We gave him food.
I guess he didn't like it as much as whatever Eric gave him.
And then Luca kind of huffs. He's like, best stinking cupcakes you'll ever have, bird.
You could probably try and add some fish.
Do you like fish, Nit?
He just kind of goes,
Oysters? Clams? Shrimp? I can find you something.
Just grab a fish and try.
We already know Eric did it. He doesn't have to confirm it at this point.
Yeah, but I'm curious what the heck Era actually did. Somebody else drinking quantum drinks?
Do you really think I
Does it say what
forced-
bar?
He probably
Doing
he's
something
probably
that
drunk
you-
already, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm just gonna try this." And Era's not smart enough to say no.
Finally, true.
Or dumb enough to encourage?
No such encouraging.
Whatever. Let's just
Um,
leave it. But Era, please don't give anybody else drinks they shouldn't have, huh?
JT kind of leans back on the couch and goes, Radrian sound like a tool. Sounds like he deserved it.
I'll let you guys sit in here. I'm going back to the kitchen to finish my cupcakes.
I may not be on your side, Era, but I'm on your side. If you get what I mean.
I mean, I just think there's more important matters at hand.
And I
I would
totally agree.
draw.
As I think
Are you
Cove
done
would
with
agree as
it?
well. And she just kind of like, hey, don't bring me into this.
Have any of you guys actually eaten tonight? starving.
Actually, no. I left. Well, I had half a dinner.
It's like 2 a.m.
Is there anything like in the fridge I could grab that would be like, no?
Well, you went to the store. What did you buy? Just cupcake supplies?
I bought lots.
You could have grabbed some like other home ingredients or whatever and made them. There's also a small matter converter in here as well.
Can I just like grab something and like quickly whip something up?
Yeah, you roll craft.
Oh boy. So glad I have. Oh, okay. I have a 5.
JT goes, so, in the morning, what's the plan? Tomorrow's
Meet up
also
with
the
the
race
Lotus.
day.
Plan is to watch Uma in the race.
I will
Tomorrow
meet up
night,
with
I have a meeting with the head of the Ghost.
I have a real quick question for you, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Does the dice and a half count if you had to re-roll one dice, like a blessing that allows you to re-roll 2?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I got a wins on all 5.
Okay, then
So what would
add
that
2.
make it?
So you round down, but dice and a half.
Okay.
So 5, 6, 7.
I got a non-nat 20 if I did that right.
Ooh. Yeah, it sounds right. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. Whatever you making, it sounds pretty good, and it's sizzling. It tastes good. It's all the senses pleased.
So, how is Cove doing right now? I mean, she was looking at a tablet, like scrolling through whatever, but
Yeah, she was kind of listening to all of your guys' conversations, and she's been watching all of you kind of curiously. And she seems okay. I think she's still very much in shock. Yeah.
do you think it would be okay for me to talk to her right now? Or, like, what's the situation, like, reading the room sort of thing?
You can roll sense.
Okay. And I have advantage in that, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Yeah, okay.
The Lotus
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
Modifiers are just extra dice you can roll, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Such as focuses, like I think there's like one that's called like aura, and it'll give you a bonus of 1 to like reading the aura of somebody's like personality or like how you kind of feeling them or the aura of the room. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's specifically one thing.
Okay. I rolled a 15.
Alrighty. Yeah, she seems like she's willing to chat.
Okay. So I guess Nezrin sits down probably next to her. Awkwardly. Because she's feeling really weird about the whole thing. And asks her, so what's it like where you come from?
Well, it's very different. It's very different. I come from a timeline where nothing's really broken apart. Like, I was reading through and seeing all these different like divergent things that happen because of futures affecting this timeline. I think I'm from the first one where nothing affected it. It's like pure, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And I think I remember you.
You do? Well,
Yeah.
what? Should I be worried?
I think that we swapped places.
What do you mean?
You're not alive.
Oh. So, I don't exist in your timeline.
You did. But you don't anymore.
So you did know me then?
Yeah, not
I guess
super
the other
well.
version of me.
Yeah, I only knew you a little bit. I never really knew you super well. I'm an explorer, and from what I remember, you were an explorer along with us, but you only survived through like one of our expeditions. You didn't join or anything like that late. You were just from another group, and then we met up. We had a pretty good like bonding moment, but yeah, you didn't make it. I don't remember exactly how, but I don't remember it being good.
I'll be right back, guys.
Alrighty.
Can Luca like very quietly bring out food to everybody?
Mm-hmm. You
So,
kind of
like a mug of hot chocolate to Cove, and was like, here.
yeah. You
Your time.
you kind of slide over and food, hot chocolate, and you slide away.
Nope. Awkwardly, as per
She
usual.
she smiles up and kind of holds it like so.
That moment when you're like protecting hot chocolate, like it's mine, you can't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is Amber still your hot chocolate, Torin?
No.
That's how you lose fingers. So right now I actually made like kind of a version of his hot chocolate that he normally makes, so I'm happy.
Your timeline sounds really different than ours.
Yeah, I think it is.
Not even remotely close, which is interesting to think they're parallel.
Well,
Um,
I remember being on this planet. I think in that exact same spot when I appeared and vanished. But we'd, like I said, we'd been helping a man who I remember now had Genoan wings. I think he was a Genoan. And everything he was wearing, his armor and gear, was all thrown and spewed all over when we found him. He was alive, but not very alive.
you didn't talk to him?
Not much. It was mainly my like supervisor and stuff. He was the one, supervising him.
Did he tell you his name?
Maybe.
Was it Alaric?
I think so. Why? Is he from here?
Yeah, he's someone really important to me.
Oh my. Well, if that's the case, it was only like 2 days ago.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I know he just kind of disappeared out of thin air.
That makes
Kind
two
of
of
makes
us.
sense that makes sense he would go there. Especially since he didn't tell me he was going someplace at all. This is getting messy.
Yeah. I may or may not have accidentally kicked the switch on my power strip.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
I did that a little bit ago. My computer was dying.
Yeah. Oh.
So, what was, just out of curiosity, Cove, what was your life growing up like? Sorry if that's a weird question.
No, it's okay. I know that our upbringings are a little different, I think, than here. It was good. I had caring parents, but it's kind of strange because we're in a time where, at least in comparison to here, you seem collectively both less structured and more structured than we were. There's a big war going on in my timeline. And
What kind of war?
a war between some very interesting individuals, multiple factions. One being, I think it was the Institution, and as another was the Undying Empire, and a couple other groups. I can't quite remember. And just recently there was a massive explosion within the Undying Empire's capital. I don't remember why. I can't really give details on that, but in terms of my growing up, it was good, safe, for the most part. Besides the war that was going on.
Well, I'm glad you got a better upbringing than, I guess, my Cove and myself. We're both orphans, and we kind of stuck together, kept each other safe.
I can see that happening. My Nezrin seems very caring.
I think I'm gonna head in, and I need to go, but I'm exhausted, which I'm sure you are too. So, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
Rest easy, Nesrin.
I mean, honestly, I should probably get to bed.
Agreed.
Go if you
Especially
may
if-
take my room. I made sure I cleaned it up for you. As
Thanks.
I don't like.
Feathers everywhere.
Somebody needs to bunk with me, they can. And take my bed if they want.
I'll be fine out here.
Sure.
I'm sure.
Part of me thinks somebody ought to keep watch.
I'm sure Nit and I can keep watch of the room.
Do you want to trade off at any point and get some sleep?
JT kind of sprawls out on one of the couches and says, "Nah, it's okay. Remember, my bed frame kind of vanished, so I'm gonna be out here with you."
Well, if either of you guys want an actual bed to sleep on, just come and wake me up. I promise I don't sleep with a dagger under my pillow like my sister.
I'm sure you don't.
Reassuring.
I don't. I keep it at the foot of the bed.
Ah,
It's the warning. Gives them like 5 seconds to like get away before I stab them.
that reminds me never to wake you up. Anyway, you all dissipate and go to bed, as well as JT is sleeping out in the living room, as well as Morak. Morak, roll fortitude.
Oh no.
Yes!
Should I be concerned?
Oh, actually, I have to open this up again. Whoa. Restore. This might take a hot minute to restore.
Freaking hotspot. Hellerine.
It's your fault for not having internet yet in the house.
Hey, Cole,
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
is there a separate number for on call?
Shouldn't be.
Huh. That menu is confusing. I wonder if it's not working. Maybe that's why I didn't get any calls.
Maybe.
I tried texting Beth, but I think she's asleep, so we'll have to deal with it tomorrow.
Gotcha. I mean, I could provide you the exact number. Maybe. Actually, I might not be able to. Yeah, not by the looks of things.
I'll wait for my page to load up.
Yeah,
Do
sorry,
you
nothing's
need me to
appearing.
give
Oh,
you something?
You don't need to worry about it, Cole. It's not my
Okay.
fault the on call's down.
yeah, that's true.
Give it a minute, it'll load. I'm pretty sure I have 5 dice for my fortitude.
All right.
I just want to double check before I give the answer.
You want me to
I've-
look real quick?
You got a 5. Yeah,
Cool.
that's what I was checking.
If that's the case, then I got myself a 17.
All right. So you're falling asleep, and JT's kind of looking at something on his tablet there, and is swiping through it. And he goes zoop and puts it back and kind of sets it onto the coffee table. And within a couple minutes, he's snoring like he's sawing logs, literally. And lucky enough, you're able to kind of just cut that off and fall asleep.
Be right back.
Question
Alrighty.
is it actual sleep or something else?
Roll perception.
Oh boy.
That's a 3 or 2.
A what?
Is it 3 or 2?
On what?
Perception.
Oh,
Perception 3. No. Hang. I gotta move back. 2. You've got a 2 on perception. How do you keep rolling higher?
What? D20?
Nothing.
That would be... No, and on that 21.
non-nat 21.
Yeah.
All right. You you're obviously in a pretty deep sleep at the time, but you end up waking up to what seems like the sounds of something. Like scratching.
Am I disturbed at all?
Nope. Just him. Because you're out in the living room.
We're gonna stand up and have a weapon in my hands to draw out in case there's something.
Alrighty.
Do you have an idea of where it's coming from?
Yeah, it seems like it's the front door.
Is there a gap underneath?
Probably hardly a gap.
So the little eye peeky hole?
Yeah. Able to kind of look through it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you peek through it. You see a figure walking down the hall.
Hmm.
And he vanishes around the corner.
How thick's the door?
How thick?
How thick's the door? Mm-hmm.
I'd say it's like 2 inches.
Material?
Wood. But a very, like, a nice wood.
In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't do some sort of scan to see if there's anything on the other side of it.
Alright, roll scan.
Indentation. Hey, I have my sheet up finally. Sweet. I actually have a decent scan. Hmm. Oh. In
Hmm?
17.
17. Alrighty. You do scan out. You don't detect any like traps or anything like that. But you do detect some inconsistencies on the front of the door.
Like scratch marks.
Mm-hmm.
By chance, can the scan create an image so I can flip it around and read what it says?
Yeah, by the looks of things, yes.
I'm going to go
You
ahead
kind
and
of
do that.
you set your scanner up against the wall. I'm gonna say you like your tablet and you set it up against there, and it scans through and detects the inconsistencies and pulls them out and flips them around to you, and you see the mark of 4 claw marks and scratched down, with some like say blood-looking thing like drips coming off of it, but they seem to be etched in.
What did I miss?
Something's been clawing at the door of our hotel, though. The only person that realizes is Morak.
I'm probably
Well,
not sleeping.
I'm going to give a
Go.
light chirp towards Nit
all
and
right.
have it activate through his little communicator.
He's kind of
too.
like doing this, and he's got his arm, his
Mhm.
wings like there's his head stuck into his arm.
Mhm.
He kind of like
Sorry, I'm back again.
oh, you're good.
I'm going
And
to
it
look
chirps
over
back,
in his
why
direction.
awake?
Premises scan. Possible enemy.
Kind of nods. He flaps his wings a couple times and gets himself kind of woken up and then jumps out.
Mhm. I like having a pet.
He returns after a minute or two and lands back onto his perch again. And he states, nothing.
Yeah. I'm gonna have my bow at the ready and
All right.
have myself pointed at the door the rest of the night. No,
Just
so I'll
like,
have
all right. You're just kind of, you get back onto your couch and you just have your bow sitting there and you are ready to draw back at any second.
Yep.
JT is surprisingly not snoring anymore. You end up falling back asleep.
Well, evidently I wake up easily too, so
Yeah, you awaken in the morning. Nothing else seems to have occurred.
okay.
Everybody else starts to wake up as well.
Well, I'm gonna have my weapons hidden and go talk to the management.
Alrighty. JT kind of goes, oh, well, that was an eventful night.
Luca just like hobbles out of the bedroom with his staff, kind of like leaning on it, like staff like us.
Yeah.
Just gonna let JT think what he wants to think.
Alright.
Innocent comes out, look like she's half dead. Not sleep awake.
Cove emerges from her room, and she looks quite well rested, actually.
Yeah.
Morak, you shut the door as they all come out, and you are heading down to the management. You head down. You see one of them sitting at the desk there. It's a Zelian like yourself.
Well, in that case, native tongue time. So, Do you have anyone sitting at the front desk overnight to make sure no one comes in who's not supposed to be in?
No, we usually have scans running all night. They alert us to intruders.
Well, a member of Bloodcraw ended up sneaking in and leaving a mark on our door.
Interesting. Well, none of our logs state that they entered.
I'm gonna like send him the scans for him to see on his own device.
All right. Yeah, he brings that up and swipes through it a couple times and looks at it and brings it. Yes, that is definitely a blood color mark. Well, interesting. I'm curious how they got past our defense system.
Oh, it's Bloodcraw. They likely have some sort of special tech.
Possibly. He brings up the scans of that night around the same time frame that you scanned yours. He swipes through. No entry. No visual entry. He kind of swipes through a different camera, and you can see a hooded figure walk up the stairs in the camera feed. And he goes, well, he didn't come from the main door. And he opens it up further, and he goes, kind of follows it. He must have found a way in through our basement.
Oh, with how this planet's set up won't surprise me.
That's an access point we should try and cover, I guess.
Yeah. At this point, I'm leaving my colleagues unaware until I head back up, but this is something that I figured you'd want to know.
I appreciate that. Yes, I will inform my boss.
I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna give him a nod and head back to the room.
He is the same. All of you guys who are up in the room, what are you up to?
Drinking the strongest coffee I can get.
You stick it into the matter converter and just a doop doop caffeine max. Boop. Done. And it is a strong coffee indeed.
At that point, it'd just be more like an energy drink.
Yeah.
It's just a monster.
Although energy drinks don't taste as good.
I gotta disagree. I don't like coffee.
Neither do I understand.
I have a highly dislike of energy drinks.
That I can agree to.
I like it all. Coffee, energy drinks,
Caffeine.
Alcohol.
alcohol, tea, you name it.
Exactly. Ari is not picky about drinks usually, so long as good.
Yeah, I'm not picky about most things.
I know picky people. You were not one of them.
Anyways, yeah.
Alrighty. Well, you continue up, and you all receive a comms message. It's a hail of some kind.
Who?
Have it.
From who?
States Lotus.
I'm gonna answer.
I- Open it.
All right, you guys all kind of open the group comms hail, and you hear,
Hello?
"Hello, friends. This is Captain Julianne Lafelle of the Lotus. We have arrived."
Good morning.
Glad you can make it.
And
Hopefully
we
you
will
and your
end
crew slept
there.
better than I did.
We'll end there for tonight.
Alright. Of course you leave us at a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I gotta. I
Alrighty.
gotta.
Are you sure you shouldn't be a writer in another hole?
I mean, This is kind of writing, isn't it?
Yeah, storytelling.
I could use your brain for plots. I really could.
Well,
Kill me.
sorry, this is a pretty slow session. It's a very slow burn.
But it's interesting. There was something happening at every turn, honestly. Even
Yeah,
if
it
it
was
just
a good one.
sass. A lot of
Glad you guys
sass.
liked it.
Even with their
Era practically
Poison.
killing somebody.
I did not kill anyone.
You attempted.
So I will inform you guys after the fact now. I wasn't going to tell you in the situation, but quantum can indeed alter someone's mind and make them practically, like in at least human terms, insane, to the point where they start worshipping quantum, and then their body begins to change and alter. And
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
like a
quantum
good time to
infection, yes, yes. Religious quantum worshippers.
I'm probably gonna get off now. Talk to you guys later,
Well,
okay?
thanks, folks. Have a great one, and thank you all for joining us on the stream as well. If you did, we all appreciate it. Everyone.
Guys.
Yeah, everyone.